Hi, welcome to my family's little old off-grid cabin here in eastern Norway. When I visit here, it's always a temporary setup. I use the same equipment that I use for all my portable operations. So I want to show you how I rig it up, how it's easy to get up and down, and basically how I operate here. The cabin was built in the 60s. It's a really small thing, about 80 square meters, but with two outdoor sheds. And it's located here very close to the lake. So I frequently go boating here in the summer. The hill you see on the other side there is a nature preserve, and it's in POTA and Flora Fauna. Also on the hill behind all these newer cabins here, you'll see a Summits on the Air reference, which is also within a POTA and Flora Fauna reference. And this was the first one I got the 20 Repeat Offender Award for. This old oak tree is a very nice antenna mount. You can see the rope starting at the bottom here, and it goes up to about 8 or 9 meters up there with a nice and clear mount. So I just have a rope that I tie the antenna to. The antenna then goes over to the canoe. You can see over there, the orange one, and it's a perfect inverted V mount. The other end of the antenna goes from the tree, and it goes into the cabin right next to the solar panel, and it goes through the window. The antenna comes in very close to my solar equipment. On the wall here you'll see the regulator. It takes in about 150 watts that the panel generates, and then it goes to a fuse box and down to the battery box down here. It has a main cutoff switch. I got a 2.5 kilowatt inverter on it, and that's enough for most of my normal operations. Both the inverter and the regulator creates a lot of noise. The regulator is mostly noisy at 80 meters, so it's not a big issue during daytime, and it's only when I'm really close to it. The inverter and the 4G router generates a ton of noise, so I have to cut that off, and basically they are always off when I'm on the air. Over here by the window you can see my normal operating position. I have a nice view out of the window and the area out. Radio wise there's nothing special. Got my Seagoo X6100. Got a laptop, now it's running FT8, just seeing what it can pick up. Next to the radio you can see my small portable battery pack. I am running everything off portable batteries, and that's just to make it simple. I rarely run as long as the battery lasts, so it's easier to just charge it and not do any of the hassle that is connecting it to the main power grid here. That was a quick tour of how I do portable operations here at the cabin. Everything, as I said, is off-grid, nothing connected to the grid, although we could if we wanted to pay for that. I do love working here. It's amazing to sit here and just run off solar power and then be able to reach everywhere within the world. That is still one of the most stunning things within this hobby. Thank you for watching. 7-3.